Greetings, everyone. So we are live, and today's topic is intimacy and sacred sexuality. I know you can't see my face, my camera is acting up, but we're moving and we're flowing, and we have a special guest. So everyone know I'm a social worker, a mental health therapist, and my intention for these YouTube live is to inform, empower, and give people practical tips they can use in their everyday life. So what does intimacy have to do with your health? Hello, intimacy and sex is one of the most powerful forces we have in the universe. And when you're not in tune with yourself and your partner, that's definitely going to impact your health. So I have a very, very special guest, Mr. Aion. He can tell you a lot about himself. I'm probably butchering the guy name. I'm sorry, my youth. But sorry if I'm butchering your name. But we're gonna talk about intimacy and sacred sexuality. And he's gonna talk about what he does and who he is. So take it away. Is it Aion?
I,
Aion?
I butchered up my name.
Sorry, my youth.
All right, peace and blessing, everyone. My name is Aion Navarre. I'm a semen retention practitioner, entrepreneur as well, author. The gods, one of the lovely gods. As the lovely Empress has touched on it, intimacy. What is this? What popped up?
Don't worry about that. I don't know why that
Okay.
comes up anytime I do something, but we're gonna be moving and flowing. My sister just joined. Yeah, thank you. Continue. Sorry. Don't worry about that.
Uh, I'm working out the ills of the life. So now, as a semen retention practitioner, I do not ejaculate or masturbate. I don't even watch porn. As the lovely Empress says, sexuality and sex is part of mental health. A lot of us kings don't realize the benefit of semen retention. On this level, my actual title is a white tantric practitioner.
Oh, repeat that. It's a what?
A, a white tantric practitioner, like I'm a solo tantric. White means solo, red means couple, black means other things you don't want to get into. You use your sexual ability for lust and whatnot. Single partner, I love myself because I am my beloved. You feel what I'm saying? You have to learn to love yourself wholeheartedly as a sacred practitioner. A lot of people don't understand when you withhold your semen, that is your life energy, 100% your life energy. All right, how I break it down. When men have sex and a lot of men enjoy that 5-second come, I'm not talking about the act.
Mm-hmm.
The act, I'm not talking about the act. I'm talking about when you release. When you release, that is actually 5 seconds. And you die. That is, once you ejaculate, it's like running 20 miles. The thing is, we was never taught to withhold our semen. When you withhold your semen, that's your life energy. You take it back up within you, into yourself, and you heal yourself. You open up portals within yourself to allow you to come multiple times like females, experience spiritual orgasms.
Mm.
It's
Brother, can you repeat that for us? Because we getting deep already. We getting deep already. Repeat that for
um,
us.
all right. So once you're a semen retention practitioner, you learn to control your root chakra, your actual flow of energy. This is energy. Sex is actually exchange of energy.
Mm-hmm.
We're never taught actually how to have exchange of energy. You've been taught how to ejaculate each other. So when you do the act, you be and you done. You shoot your load into your female, into your queen or whatever. You actually just gave her all your energy. You did not exchange no energy. The female
Mm.
round two, because you just gave her a burst of energy, and you feel what I'm saying. You did not exchange the energy. Now, when you learn to actually do exchange of energy, is actually through the breath. You feel what I'm saying? There's no actual release. She tends to start to feel your vibration, you know, through the act. You, I might move it too fast. I might be moving. Let me slow it back down.
So,
Go ahead.
so I get this right. So when you're having your intercourse with your partner, you're saying that the way that we exchange energy is through the breath.
Through the breath, yes, actually
Hmm.
through the breath. Before my current time, I am dating myself, preparing me for my empress. Through the breath, it teaches you how to actually connect and bring your empress to your vibration. Because everything is a vibration. Everything is energy. Everything is energy. A lot of us is used to the quick act go. Like, all right, I'm home, get naked, let's fuck.
Hmm.
Boom, we done. 10 minutes, we're done. There's no connection. There's no
Right.
intimacy. There's no nothing. There's
Hmm.
And we've been taught the act, and a lot of people believe that the act is the whole experience of love and intimacy. That is false.
Hmm.
You just been jackrabbing and ejaculating each other off for that 5 second stimulation. You believe that is awesome. Once you learn to move from that act and learn what actually exchange of energy is, this you could actually do this for hours. It's actually breathing and exchanging energy with your life partner. You feel what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's
So,
powerful. Um, that's powerful. That within itself sounds amazing. I guess to actually experience that. To be honest, I've never experienced something like that, but I want to. But
uh,
let's be real. Where do you think that our I don't want to put I don't want to bash anybody, like man or
no,
woman,
no, just
but
flow. Let
I
it
want to
flow,
be
queen.
honest with where do you think that we as people, men and women, learn? Because love making is an art, right? In my book, in my head. So where do you think
Um,
we learn these 1 minute like the act of the in 2 seconds?
we learn. It's been passed down. It's everything you know, and everything your behavior has been passed down through generations of trauma. Like even when you
Mm,
what sex were, you find out from watching porn. You believe porn
mm.
was
Come on,
the
can you say it again for me, brother?
um, you was learned through generations, and you taught yourself through porn. You believe porn was the way to show you how to actually make love,
Thank you.
right? But it was also, I don't like to bring these European mindset teaching you what sex was. That's what I'm saying. We don't
Mm-hmm.
really know as melanin gods what sex is. You wasn't taught
Mm-hmm.
how to ejaculate each other off. It's basically it was there when you watch porn from a conscious mindset. There's no love within it. There's no love scenes. There's no true intimacy. It's just jackrabbing it and release.
Right, right.
So now, due to the age of we are growing up, we are, some of us 80s babies, 70s, we look for what we thought was us. So through TV, through sitcoms and show, they gave you an image of what you thought was love, what the act is. But they actually showed you lust and ejaculation. There was no love whatsoever. So we all, incorporate that into our mindset, and we believe that what
Mm-hmm.
is love. Instead of all right, let's touch on intimacy. We don't know what true intimacy is. A lot of people
Come
believe.
on now. You're going there already, brother. You're going there already. Okay, let me just calm down. Continue.
I say let it flow. You know me. I
Let
let
it
it
flow.
flow.
Let it flow. Talk about your
Um,
intimacy, because that's what
all
a
right,
lot of my sisters been complaining about. This true intimacy that as women that we feel like and we've experienced not feeling that within partnership. And I don't want to put brothers under the bus because maybe I can only speak from a woman perspective because I'm a woman. But continue on, my brother.
all right. All right. True intimacy. All right. People believe that being intimate is intimacy. It's two different things.
Mm,
Two different things. Um, we as in people need to heal. That's first. So you know
right.
intimacy actually is. That's why when queens ask for intimacy, a lot of kings don't know how to reciprocate it because we need to heal. Everybody needs to heal
Right.
first. Every first, so you could know what true intimacy is.
Mm-hmm.
Now, intimacy for me is learning to be vulnerable with your partner. True vulnerable, like
Mm-hmm.
I want, before we engage into the actual act, we need to be intimate with stuff. Like intimacy for me is letting me in. Let me know your fears. Let me know what's deep. Let me know if we can heal generation curses together. Let me know what's going on behind the masks that you wear every day.
Come on
You feel what
now.
I'm saying? That's what intimacy is, allowing me to see you where you don't show nobody else.
Come on now, brother. Mm-hmm.
You feel me? That's like, all right. Me, I could also be intimacy. I could have intimacy with my queen without being intimate. Like we could be naked together and have conversation. That's intimacy. We could take a bath together and no physical sex. Just have a bath and discuss and talk.
Right.
That is intimacy.
Absolutely.
That's
And intimacy doesn't
go
have to
ahead.
only be with a romantic partner. Intimacy has levels to it. It can be levels
Oh,
of simple, like you said. It can be platonic to
no.
the actual physical act.
The thing is, all right. Before you could go into intimacy with a partner, you got to have intimacy with yourself.
Come on now.
100%
Absolutely.
self. Like, all right, like I was saying, I'm a white tantric yogi. Like, I'm very intimate with myself. That's what I'm saying. I'm enjoying dating myself because you learn a lot about once you date yourself. When you start
Mm-hmm.
really learning that you are the gem, instead of, I need someone to make me happy or whatever, you realize how happy you
Mm-hmm.
truly are when you start loving yourself wholeheartedly. Like, I am my beloved. I love me. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm.
It's not. Most people think it's the white hippie thing. No, it's actually learning to love yourself. Like without the mask, without the character you play every day. Because a lot of us put on a character every day and play that character.
Mm.
You got to learn to love yourself. Once you start loving yourself,
Wow.
that is the truest.
So I
Like
understand. So you're saying
when I
that
first
being
go ahead,
I'm sorry.
huh?
So you're saying that so I understand that not being your authentic self and not loving yourself impact your intimacy not only with yourself but with your partner. Can you hear me,
Okay,
brother?
now I'm just make sure
I'm telling you, the internet
you're
is acting up
chopping.
when you're doing the work. Stuff always act up. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
I can hear you
No?
now.
You can hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. No, I was saying that so I understand. You're saying that when you're being inauthentic with yourself, it also impact how you show up with your partner and your intimacy.
Yes. 100%. Okay. All right. A lot of people right now. Let me just. All right. I like to break it down. Let people understand. All right. Most people out there looking for love, looking for partners, looking for all these things. Instead of stop looking, when you start loving yourself and you raise your frequency and vibration, you attract what's already there for you. You feel what I'm saying? Your queen, your king is out there already for themselves. So once you start loving you, you start to raise your frequency, and you're gonna attract your opposite. That's how this works.
Mm,
You have to do the work for yourself. A lot of people play like,
yeah,
yeah, I do the work, I'm doing the healing. Healing within itself, by itself,
right.
by itself. So when you start authentic self, like of me, no matter what no one says, automatically that's you're
Mm-hmm.
raising your vibration and frequency for yourself, and it's gonna resonate with your mate was actually out there. You feel what I'm saying? Your vibration and how you feel about yourself attract the person for you. You feel what I'm saying? So you don't have
Mm,
to look outside like I need him. He's the one for me. No, once you start loving you, your queen or king is gonna manifest within your world. Loving you, like truly, like the reason why I say truly, a lot of people don't understand what that is like you, like you are, so you gotta truly start loving you,
Right.
and everything else outside on.
Thank you for sharing that. So our just now, just to backtrack a little bit. I know we were talking about that a lot of for a lot of our patterns when it comes on to intimacy, um, that hasn't served us as I would say as in partnerships has been passed down through traumas or even watching porn. Can you touch a little bit more what patterns may look like if it's related to trauma? How does that look? Can you hear
Okay.
me?
I can hear you. It was breaking up, so I'll just make sure I hear you. All right. How's
Sorry, I know
everything's
it's
being passed?
technology is trying us, but we're moving and flowing.
Oh no, no, it's
How does
okay.
that look? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I was gonna answer. How that looks is all right. Step back and look at yourself. We are when you realize we act a certain way. We don't really consciously observe it. Even the way you answer people, the way you move to a certain guy, everything is from a place. Every place is from a place of trauma.
Mm-hmm.
So even all right now, even when we do love making, everything we do, if you actually pay attention, is a porn site mentality, or you picked it up from somewhere. You picked it up from a TV
Mm-hmm.
show. You picked it up from uh, anything that you watch, because anything we watch, consciousness and subconsciousness, and we use it in real life to mimic as our love play, foreplay, anything. You engage the act from a lust based,
Mm.
not a actual intimacy base. You feel what I'm
Mm.
saying? You like let's refer to a king. Like I saw Shorty got the fat ass. I can't wait to ooh ooh. Or queen like yo he got the six pack. I can't wait to ooh. I'm about to ride him. All of those are from a lust
Right, or the
base
six
or a
inches,
porn.
whatever.
Yeah, girl, I
Right,
can't wait.
right.
It's just but that's where most of it is trauma. That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of
Mm.
trauma. It's when you start to dive deeper into the intimacy, and I'm sorry to say it, but a lot of queens been actually rape, whatever. So a lot of queens is actually holding trauma with
Right.
self. You feel what I'm saying? So now some of them believe like the act of just sex is also a release. So some queens they believe the act is a release. Some believe the act is also hurting them. Some don't even want to have sex due to past trauma.
Right, right, right. No, and I can definitely relate as a
That's
survivor of
why it's
sexual trauma.
yeah, because if
Can you hear me?
you're still the reason why is because you're holding on to said trauma. You haven't
Right.
released that trauma yet. By with the
No, I have released the trauma.
yes, that's why
No,
I like to keep
I've
it
released
gentle.
the trauma. Last year I would never be able to have a topic about this, but I released that trauma. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yes, I can hear you. I was like, oh,
Okay.
you're going down. Now, all right. I like to. That's what I'm saying. All right. The reason why a lot of these traumas need to be worked on by self. That's what I'm saying. It's self.
Right.
That's why through the breast help you relieve most of these traumas before you engage with another partner. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of, like the breath of release a lot of tension you hold in the sacrum chakra. You know, it's in through the nose, out from the nose. This we hold on to that trauma. We believe that we're fine. We tell ourselves whatever. We are our own wardings to our trauma. Let me say that again. We are our own wardings to our trauma.
Repeat that
So
again.
we survive. We are our own warding. Our own
Your voice
warding.
breaking off. I'm sorry.
No, don't worry about it. I repeat, we are our own warding to our trauma.
Our
Like
own rewarding.
warding. Um, yes, warden. I'm saying that wrong? No, I'm not saying it wrong. Like in jail, the warden.
Oh, got it. Warden. Sorry, it's
Now
my
the act itself.
dyslexia.
No, don't worry about it. The act itself. We survive any trauma. We survive the trauma.
Mm-hmm.
It's but what we tell ourselves every day. Keep the trauma that you survive, but it's what you keep telling yourself every day. Keep bringing back the fear and trauma. Heal. The trauma sits with you. So you learn to heal yourself from the trauma. So it's even when well going through trauma as well, like sexually over sexuate sexual what blah 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 blah. You've been overly yes, we've been overly sexual. So we are both dealing with traumas on both sides. And we need to learn what truth first with ourselves before you can have intimacy with a partner. Mm.
Right. Right. Absolutely. Um, so can you talk about the different, because you mentioned something that I feel like a lot of us can relate to when it come on to intimacy, especially with a partner. Can you talk about the different foreplay? Can break down
Um,
foreplay for us and what that looks
all right,
like.
foreplay. Foreplay, it's okay when you're moving from the lust point of view. Foreplay is eye contact. As a
Mm,
there's straight up eye contact. A lot of us do not make eye contact. I might glance at you, but I don't look at you. Like look into your eyes. Like foreplay. 100% foreplay is actually making eye contact. Straight eye contact. Uh, we are scared to look into people's actual souls. You know.
right.
Eye it lets you actually in. That's how you communicate and and your partner. Eye gazing, touching, hand touching, like old school PDF. Touching. You don't need to be overly sexual when it comes to foreplay. Foreplay is just eye gazing and having a meaningful conversation. Like when you actually sit there and look directly in your queen's eye and like, how are you doing today? That is foreplay.
Right.
You look at your queen. It's foreplay. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
The way an empress looks at her king when just random, like, damn, that's my man. That is foreplay.
Right.
That is foreplay. That is bringing you back to the basics of what our body language gives off. Like we tell more with our bodies than actually speaking. It's just you being present with your actual significant other, being 100% present with your other. Like it's cool to actually go out and not have the phone. Like it's actually a thing. You feel what I'm saying? Sit there. All right. Like, all right, in Tantra, it teaches you. Most people believe Tantra that is about sex.
Yeah,
It's not
yes. Can you
about
please
sex.
break down what tantra is? Because there's a lot of things out there that's saying it's this and it's that. Please break it down for us, brother. What is tantra?
Tantra is actually the breath, control the consciousness about you. As a tantric yogi, like me and my lady we're gonna do this. Like, we're gonna go through this lifestyle. It's a way to your other on a spiritual level, like a serious spiritual level. Like even like I could sit here and my empress across from me. We could physically have sex, not physically, spiritually have sex, just sitting next to each other. This is an energy thing. Everything is energy. Energy. So me cultivating the energy
Brother,
with
they
you.
said that your audio is going in and out.
Okay, let's. Can you hear me now?
Let me ask, what about now?
Am I good?
Let me ask I'm asking in the chat.
No,
Thumbs
take your
up.
time. I'll wait.
Talk.
We good? We good?
I guess we're good. You can talk, and I guess I'll ask them as you're talking to let us know.
Okay. So now, all right. Tantra teaches you about the breath. With the breath, everything revolves around the breath. When it comes to tantra, tantra is everything about it's energy. Everything energy based with tantra. Once you learn to cultivate your energy properly, have sex with your queen without actually the act. This is actually energy. Have energy sex. It's very powerful. Learning tantra. Like me and my queen could sit here, or she could sit on top of me, clothes and all, and we could spiritually have sex. Energy. This is 100% energy. You start matching your.
Wait, what?
I'm
Wait,
going. I'm, I'm going
so
deep.
energy wise, you can have sex with your queen and release.
I don't, I'm thinking it's my am I down you because this magnet is kind of powerful. Say that again.
It's so I understand. You're saying energy wise, you can have sex with your king or your queen and release with tantra if you learn
I think you're all
tantra.
right.
Can you hear
I
me?
heard you right. This. All right. I think I heard you right. Yes, you can physically have sex without actually having sex. That's what you said, right? I just want to confirm this. You was chopping.
Can you energy wise? Can you? I guess have not have that do the actual act and
Yes.
release with your queen with by learning tantra.
Yes. All right. Now, all
Mm.
right. All right. Let me break it down. All right. A lot of us. The reason why most people. All right. All right. Let's break it down. Let's break it down. Boom. 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 All right, a lot of reason why a lot of men are scared to do tantra or do semen retention because they teach telling you that you need a release, you need to ejaculate because it's prostate cancer, right? That's actually a lie. The reason why you need a release right now and you need to ejaculate is you've been actually eating toxic food. Your body builds up a lot of toxin, and for men, the only form of release that they have is the ejaculation. So that's why you need to release. Once you learn to eat healthy, alkaline, or plant-based lifestyle, your body would not need to release because there's no buildup of toxins. That's one, two.
Mm.
So now, once you're as a tantric yogi, Like I haven't released in a while. Like I haven't ejaculated in a while. So basically, that is a lot of energy built up. Now, once basically we are as a man, as a man, men basically to meet at a level of a queen, actual queen out here. A lot of ladies are walking around here on 100% energy level, 100% because a lot of guys in females, and the divine feminine is all energy, and a lot of men is showing up at a 15% to 10% on your battery level. Your battery level. Listen to your levels, energy level. When you start withholding your semen, it raises your frequency and raises your vibration back up to the 100% you should be. So once you start raising your frequency, it opens portals within yourself to allow you to have multiple orgasms, longer sex, and allow you to orgasm as females do. Once you start, withholding your energy, this is all energy. Now, depending on your practice, you could also experience a spiritual orgasm with your queen. Like you both could go through the whole together. That is a wonderful feeling. Wonderful energy. It's all energy. Once you realize it's energy, and once you learn not to release that said energy, we're exchanging that energy. You feel what I'm saying? So you're feeding your queen your energy. A plus is A plus. So you're balancing and removing the energy through this act. That's exchange of energy. Once you raise your frequency, kings. You feel what I'm saying? Physically to
Mm.
have everything is the energy that we feel around us now. A lot of people are feeling energy now. That is a divine feminine. Now, when you actually start paying attention, that divine feminine is also sexual energy as well. So as a king that I am, and I'm so grateful that I am allowed to feel the divine energy. It's amazing feeling. Amazing. Now, like, all right, as this level that I am on, that experience of as coming, like I go through that like on an everyday period. This is just leveling up for me at this present time because I'm controlling my energy. You feel what I'm saying? That's your life energy. That's your vitality. But once you first start on the tantric moment and you learn to raise your frequency, you
Mm-hmm.
physically you're basically having sex. Like people start to notice you more because you start to your vitality is your energy. It's not how big you are, not how swole you are. Your energy reads on a different level when it
Right,
comes to people.
right.
So everything is energy based. So now, physical, spirit, like energy wise, like you could have sex with just clashing of energy. When you meet certain queens, you're bouncing energy off, and you once you learn to play with that energy, you're having sex with that energy. You feel what I'm saying?
Right. Um, so I have a question. Can okay, so can there's this thing about what do you call it that I saw the one time that said about sexual transmitted demons.
Oh yes. Okay.
So can we talk about that? Because if it's all energy, right?
Uh huh.
People can mess up your energy if you allow certain, so certain sexual trend. If for example, if you're a person that you eat well, your partner eat well, or whatever it is, you carry yourself in a certain standard, and you're in something that I would say that has multiple people that's in it, and some people are not on the level that you are. Does that impact your energy?
All right. Um. All right. Let's break down the spiritual. The demons, right? There are people there would just want to have sex with you. They just want to steal your life energy. We're breaking it simply down. They just want to steal your life energy. So, because as I broke it down, so every time when a guy or a king, once you come, automatically that's like you ran 20 miles. Like of your semen is like the blood semen is.
You're breaking up.
All right. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
All right. 1 ounce of your semen is like 4 pints of your blood. That's how
Wow.
powerful your skin is. So there's a lot of females and a lot of men out there are actually, sexual demons. Like they just want to have sex with you just for your energy. Because everything energy. So like y'all don't realize, you just subconsciously don't realize when you go into that act and you release into a female, they good. They just got your whole energy. They just snatched your whole energy off your release. 100%. Pow. Got it. I'm good. I don't even need no more. I have a lot of one night stands. They just come on by for the sex. They're just draining your energy. They 100% draining your energy. That's what they do. Now you was asking that if me and all right, now I eat a certain way and I have a certain lifestyle. That's the level of self-love I have for myself.
And your partner doesn't.
Now, my partner would generally most likely be on this kind of lifestyle or, somewhat close to it, just to see if we match. Because all right, everything is an energy base, right? So I don't look for my queen, she's out there and as I continue doing my work, I'm gonna manifest my empress, right? Knowing that I'm a little bit further in my journey, I might need to, show her and teach her, to help her to bring us to this side. Because I'm a little bit out there on the health. What it is, you would throw off people energy. Like yourself would throw off people energy just because it's like me throwing off your pH. That's actually a thing.
So men can throw off our pH.
I could definitely like being cocky out in the conscious penis, like this kind of lifestyle, you heal your queen, right? You heal your trauma from your queen. But all right, make it simple. It's
What is
basically if I could
pH?
eat
If we
meat,
want to, if
dairy,
you
and
want to
processed, and my
can you tell people what pH is? Like breaking it down.
All right, basically her pH, right, is her and balance and everything. That's why a lot of people, your energy is you. I could throw you off your full rhythm, just your full rhythm. Like knowing if you're a queen, you eat healthy, you run, you do everything, you never have no disease, right? Just say I'm a typical guy, like I eat, but just by we interacting, I would throw off your pH balance. Just by we interacting, I could lower your energy. We being intimate or physically intimate, I could give you yeast, I could give you infection, just because we're not on the same frequency and all that actually doesn't match up. Like
Toxic sperm.
meat, dairy, right? It's toxic. It's actually 100% toxic. The toxic penis, is toxic sperm is 100%. You got to realize it's basically, all right, just put it. I will be meat, dairy process entering a clean womb. And just by me interacting with that clean womb will throw you off physically, mentally, and spiritually. Just by me being who I am and you being you, automatically I'm throwing you off your vibration. Automatically. Because, I'm not healing you.
Right.
I'm taking away from your pH. I'm lowering your vibration. Even when we are together or we cultivating together, I'm still lowering your energy because I don't eat the way you eat and you don't eat the way I eat. So we're
Right.
clashing energy and we're clashing spirits. You feel what I'm saying? It's either I'm gonna break your support system down or you're gonna break mine down.
Right. So it goes both ways. Um, can you talk about another topic I want to talk
Right,
about?
both ways.
About masturbation. What about masturbation? Can you talk about that?
Yo,
Is that something healthy? Should we
say one more time.
masturbate? Is it? I'm sorry. Can you talk about masturbation? Can you hear me?
Masturbation.
Is that something that's healthy? Should we do it? What is your I guess your perspective on masturbating for men and women?
All right, masturbation women. Say that one more time. You was breaking up.
What's your perspective on masturbating for men and women?
Okay, masturbation. My takeaway on it. It's a waste of energy. It's a waste of
Mm,
energy. Other people believe because you got that release that and you pump that endorphin is good. It helps you, whatever, right? But it's actually you're overstimulating the clitoris and you're overstimulating the penis. Now, let's break it down from a man's point of view. A lot of men is impotent, right? Because of lifestyle and overstimulating the penis. Now you got to realize the penis itself is a muscle, 100% muscle. Now, once you overwork that muscle, it's tend to don't want to work no more because it's 100% a muscle. You got to realize you've been taught to ejaculate yourself just for that endorphin for so long. You've been working that muscle since you was what 12. You're overstimulating that muscle. Now, once you realize to step away from yourself, that same feeling of that endorphin that you love, you will get that same energy once you learn to hold in your semen. Because
mm,
you're moving that basic energy from the root chakra up to the mind. So you will feel that that 5 second endorphin that you love 10 times or 20 times once you actually stop masturbating. Because you're right now you actually masturbating for the rush of energy, just for that rush of
right.
release. Now, what it is, like as I say, it's a muscle. So every time you ejaculate, you're telling your body you just ran 20 miles automatically. Every time you telling your body you ran 20 miles. That's why kings go down the way they go down. It's boom, 20 miles. There's a lot of energy. Once again, you got to realize once you're masturbating, is once again, it sends a signal to your body to basically, okay, we're about to make a baby. So it takes energy from all your chakra, all your chakra, and to release. So that's why we drain. Now,
Right.
also females, you're overstimulating the clitoris just for that
Mm-hmm.
release. That's why it takes oh, I need an hour to come, 2 hours to come. Yeah, because you've been overstimulating you with the dildo. You're overstimulating the clitoris. That's why it takes guys so
Really?
long to come
Wow.
because you're overstimulating the clitoris. You're overstimulated. That's why you got to bring it back to intimacy. But let's slow it down. Yeah, that's why a lot of females say they don't have orgasm. That's why they say they can't come because you've been physically overstimulating the clitoris. Due to
Mm,
yeah, I've been Do a lot of ladies like, I've been single for 3 years, but I do get mine. I vibrate all day. Yeah, you're
Right. You know what? I can
overstimulated.
relate to that.
You feel what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
it's deep.
So
It's
no,
good.
continue. This is a
So
good topic.
so, you learn to start looking at the actual root issue. We do this to ourselves. We cause most of the trauma to ourselves. So letting the clitoris and the penis cause dysfunction later on. You feel what I'm saying? Like, these are the slowly patterns that we don't see. So, like, all right, let's go back to the females. While y'all overstimulating that clitoris, it makes it hard for your king to actually, make you come.
Mm,
Now, let's not say rough it, because now you have that porn mindset. You believe that you
right.
gotta stimulate the clit, hands in it. You're overstimulating the clitoris, like you're overstimulating. We've been taught from a lust base,
Mm,
not base. That's why even when like, all right, but me as the giver, right? I'm a giver, and I have to give my queen a sacred yoni massage. Now, it basically, you have to be gentle. This is everything is supposed to be gentle with love. You're supposed to use your less dominant finger, because it's supposed to be a gentle touch.
mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. It's everybody gotta bring back this to true intimacy. We gotta stop overstimulating ourselves.
Right.
You know.
So
Yeah.
can
Yeah.
we can I hope okay. So I hope there's not let me stop laughing. Okay.
No,
So
no, you can laugh. It's real. It's
it's
real.
a very, this is a very interesting topic, and I love talking about these things because we're all learning. So can we retrain
Yes.
ourselves if we come from the trauma of lust or the porn mindset? Can we retrain our clit or and our penises to go to the intimacy mindset?
Can we?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, you can. You have to do the work, right? It starts with you,
Right.
right? You break the trauma. By let's say properly. When you're consciously dating and having consciously sex, you're basically breaking the trauma. You're helping. Now, basically, all right. Like, I wanted to do like a 21-day tantra challenge. It teaches you how to love yourself, right? To come out of that lust mindset into an intimacy mindset. Intimate mindset basically is you want to connect with your partner. Basically, be 100%
Mm,
vulnerable. 100%
mm,
vulnerable. Be vulnerable. It teaches you these things to make eye contact, love, actually be present with your lover and be present with yourself, because you can't be present with a partner if you don't love yourself. A lot
right.
of us show up in relationship want to be somebody else, to appeal that partner, but you're not being your authentic self. Like, this is like, what is it, the four languages? What's your love language? All of these stuff matters. What do this is when you open the communication. How do you want to be loved?
Right. So
Now that, go ahead.
I'm sorry. So can you tell people what a 21-day tantra challenge is?
My brother from Far Right Studio does. His name is Jason. He does a 21-day cancer challenge. It's basically 21 days of no ejaculation, no masturbation, and no porn. Basically, the 21 days, we basically give you a journal. You journal, and he teaches, like, he teaches you the breath of fire that help you. Basically, the breath of fire teaches you how to move trauma from within yourself through the breath.
Mm.
Now, the Tantra challenge is awesome. It teaches you how to open your perspective, open your mind. The reason why the breath is so important, a lot of us right now do not know how to breathe. So when you don't know how to breathe, it actually causes anxiety, depression, and
Mm.
anxiety because you're not shallow. A lot of us are breathing shallow and don't realize it. So once you start breathing shallow, that's what caused depression. That's what caused anxiety and depression because a lot of us breathe shallow. That you not fully know how to breathe. Actually, pull in. That's how important the breath is. The breath. I say right. The breath.
Beautiful. So I have a
So
question that came in. Are there any rituals you can practice with your partner that can increase intimacy?
yes, yes. All right. The 21-day Tantra Challenge teaches you basically is we do it with couples as well. It teaches you how to reconnect with your. First, it teaches you how to connect with yourself first. Like the
Mm-hmm.
first week, it teaches you to remember who you are, how to love you.
Mm-hmm.
As when you jump in a relationship, you forget about you and to be more about them. The first week it teaches
Right.
you about you, we loving you, what makes you happy. Second
Right.
week teaches how to be intimate with your each other. It teaches you how to be make eye contact, sensual touches, conversation based. Because you got to remember, if we're in a relationship and all we do is have sex, what else? What else the relationship is?
Right.
That's why it teaches you in Tantra no sex for 21 days. If you can't be with your partner for 21 days and no sex, that means you was in that relationship for a lust base, a lust
Mm.
foundation. You have nothing really holding it. It's the sex keeping you. So that basically that's a toxic relationship because y'all both toxic. Y'all can't be within the same space for 21 days without having. That's the only reason you have to hold to the relationship. Teaches you how to be intimate, intimacy. I mean, within the relationship and within yourself, because it teaches you how to be present with your spouse and be present with yourself. Yes,
No, that's
and that's
powerful. That's powerful.
that's why it's a most people it's a lifestyle. Like it's 100% a lifestyle. It teaches you one how to breathe. Like that is very important. Like a lot of us, I keep saying that a lot of us don't know how to breathe, and that's what caused their panic attacks. That's what caused the fear, it caused everything, because you're not really breathing. You're not moving that energy. That a lot of the energy is stagnant. Then it causes trauma, anxiety, whole generation of trauma within the body itself. We already
Right.
have trauma on the body. So then when you're not physically breathing, that's what caused the heart palpitation, all this because you're not physically, you're really not breathing. You think you're breathing, but so now Tantra teaches you how to breathe, center yourself and ground you to bring you back to, to self. And once you start learning to breathe, you start to feel like, all right, I'm fine, I'm okay. Nothing is happening. It's just you're not breathing. You're not allowing yourself to move the oxygen within yourself. Yes.
No, that's powerful. That's powerful.
That's
So we can talk about. So this is a very deep topic. Any questions? Anyone that's tuning in have any more questions?
any questions. Question, Queen, what is your form of intimacy?
Um, I like for me what I'm discovering that I like because I like deep conversation. Um, and as a survivor of I would say of sexual trauma, I need to feel safe with a person to feel the closeness with them. So far I'm discovering, I'm no expert, I'm discovering that in order for me to feel intimate or true closeness with you, I have to be able to feel like I can trust you and feel safe with you. Safe meaning being vulnerable with my emotions, with everything that I come with, whether it's the good, the bad. And once I'm able to feel safe and not feel like I'm being judged and I can be my authentic self, that's where I feel like true intimacy lies for me. And I haven't yet discovered that, so we'll see.
All right. Um, Now, all right. How would I say it? Now, all right. Do you just flowing? Do you allow yourself to be vulnerable when you have these conversations? Like when you're stepping out, do you allow yourself to be 100% vulnerable off the first conversation?
um I would say that's something that I will be that's something that I'm definitely more vulnerable now with the person that I am now, but in past, no.
All right.
Someone asks,
That's
how
that.
does music someone is asking, how does music affect intimacy? How does music um and sound affect intimacy during sex?
How do music and sound affect intimacy?
During sex.
That's what you said, right?
Yeah.
Uh, Down. All right. It's not. It don't affect our music and affect the intimate. All right. Basically, let's say from a partner or by yourself. The question. So, all right. Me. All right. Basically, I'm dating myself, and I'll be intimate with myself. Basically, I be music enhance my intimacy with myself, depending on whatever track it is for me. Like deep spiritual joint, and this is all energy. So it could raise my frequency to a more passionate frequency because we are basically once you're in tune with your energy, it resonates with you and it brings out a certain feeling of wave of emotions. So it can enhance your energy level, enhance your let me see. So Erica Badu for me, window feel. If I got my incense burning, it could take my frequency into a love frequency. Like I could be in more bliss with my energy. It raises my Kundalini energy up. Like if I'm listening to some jazz, like some African jazz beats,
Mm-hmm.
it's it it moves my energy up. Like it raises my frequency as a sexual beat because I like high beats, high tempo. So it have my heart chakra radiance a little bit more. It have me, feeling awesome. And that's I dance. I let the energy flow. That's how when you're tapping into your energy. If the music is
Mm-hmm.
all music healing. So depending on what you're listening to, it could raise your frequency, it could heal you, it could put you into a wonderful trance. You'd be like, you feel like you're with someone. You
Mm-hmm.
are with someone. You're with yourself,
Right.
but it just feel invigorating. It feels like ecstasy, honestly. How can I put it for viewers? Imagine you for who do smoke or whatever. Imagine you're high and your track, whatever track that is, come on, and you just allow yourself to be free. Experience that as true as you can be, like free. That is true intimacy with self. Like, oh wow, sorry. Whew. It's powerful. It's very
Right, right,
powerful.
right.
When allowed to tap it, me sitting here having this conversation is raising my frequency. Like my condolingus energy is going off right now. That's all form of intimacy, because intimacy is a way to express yourself cold-heartedly
Mhm.
without the judgment.
Right, right.
Oh, when you experience with a partner, it's all right. Intimacy with a partner. I have a great example. Remember when you was like 15 or 16 and you went to a basement party, right?
Mhm.
You met the opposite sex. You didn't know his name or nothing, but you danced with him for 3 or 4 songs. That
Right.
was your experience of energy exchange and intimacy. You couldn't wait to get home every day. He was your boo. That was your first experience of true intimacy as a couple. You let your energy talk before the actual conversation. That's a couple intimacy right there. It's the rawest form. You didn't know each other, but you dance. You let the music talk to y'all. You let the body speak. That was your first opening of energy and intimacy at the rawest form. Being able to connect with someone else through the energy without communication. That's the best way for me to say intimacy for couples. But a lot of us, when you by yourself, this is the most time you're supposed to be intimacy, to
Right.
experience yourself. If you cannot experience yourself, how can you experience someone else?
Come on now. Right, 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 right.
That's that's why
There's so much to learn.
that's what I say.
So much to learn.
It's if you don't mind, it's levels. It's levels of consciousness and level of intimacy we haven't been taught, because they don't teach you how to actually have intimacy. They teach you to have sex.
Mhm.
Sex. And once again, once you realize sex is not an act, there's actually exchange of energy. Once you start moving from the act and trying to exchange energy, you will feel true love and bliss. That we as in people, we already know what it is, but we lost the feeling. Like
Mhm.
a lot of people keep mistaking being intimate with intimacy. Is not the same. It's not the same. It's like, all right, when you true intimacy is when you could feel your opposite, feel her. Like I know she's something wrong with her. I can't wait to talk to her. Let me reach out to her. Like she's on your mind. That's intimacy. Like you feel her energy. And I'm telling y'all, once you start learning how to feel energy, be able to feel your queen, it will open your eyes on another when queens could start seeing their king energy. It's open your eyes to what you've been actually missing from the person you actually been with. You feel what I'm saying? Because once you start, all right, knowing a lot of us are already in relationship or coming out of relationship, you've been seeing your partner from a lust base. Once you move from that
Right.
base and start seeing it as an intimacy, like damn, that was the one I was supposed to be with. That's the one what I needed. She helped me grow. You feel what I'm saying? She helped me heal myself, helped me heal traumas that within myself. That's when you got to start looking at what intimacy really is it allows you to pull the veil away from yourself and be
Mm.
like I had intimacy, like true intimacy. It's a lot of people say like is love, like y'all say, Lisa, like y'all should use the word love like everything. Like I love cereal, I love Cocoa Puffs, I love weed. I use word love. Love is actually a frequency you cannot, describe. That's like intimacy. When you get true intimacy, it's a frequency. Like you just want to hold on to it. The same way how you love yourself. Like most people, like, well, I got locks, yo. I love my locks with the utmost. Like I've never cut it. That's intimacy. Like you love that. You will never put scissors to that. That's intimacy for yourself. So once you start intimate, basically raising your frequency for your love for yourself, you're emanating true intimacy for yourself. Then you're just going to attract your opposite, who's going to give you you know, the intimacy you've been looking for and you want. but it also starts with self. Your intimacy, you gotta have intimacy with yourself. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. The most intimate thing that I be doing is dancing with myself, washing my locks. Washing your locks as a king, that's intimate as shit. Like, if you're not feeling that, like, it's most people think it's a joke, but once you take the time and actually realize, like, you're being into, like, you're taking the time. That's self with yourself. Like,
Right.
imagine just going in. That's being intimate with yourself. You feel me? Imagine you do that to your queen. That's intimacy. You just
No, that's
practicing on
beautiful.
yourself. Hmm?
Someone asks, what you mentioned incense. What type of incense or oil do you recommend that would enhance the experience?
Uh, okay. If you busted some incense, you want to get that sexual ooh going on. I recommend that non-champa. Oh, I'm burning something now. Hold on. Let me get the box for you. Hold on.
Why am I laughing so hard?
Listen here. Listen here. That non-champa, be on point. Polly Santos, to sweeten up the
Mm-hmm.
space. Uh, Sage is basically, you only use sage to cleanse. Like, you don't burn that all day. Sage is only to clean the space. But non-champa, sandalwood, yeah, and Polly Santos is awesome. Very awesome. Allows you to connect. Oh, and peppermint. People
Mm,
sleep on peppermint. People sleep on peppermint. It helps you. Peppermint helps you breathe much deeper. Help you.
right. It really if you're sick, you like it opens up your lungs.
Oh, well, it helps you clear all of it. Like, all right, since you're home now in this pandemic, this is time for you to love yourself. Go a little with yourself. You feel what I'm saying? Just go in and
Right.
open up. All right, when I do, it will bring up some trauma for you, because a lot of us can't stay still at the moment. But once you start sitting down, light yourself some Palo Santos and start breathing, you will feel so relaxed and centered. That's just grounding yourself. You know, re-in-tune yourself with yourself, and just let loose and find out how beautiful you really are. Yes. Any more
No, that's
questions?
powerful.
Question.
Powerful. Um, I want
Questions.
to thank you so much. I don't see any more questions in the chat, and we can go on. This is a very, very much needed topic, and I'm pretty sure we can do a part two, a part three, a part four, because there's so much to talk about when it comes on to intimacy and sacred sexuality. So I want to just thank you so much, everyone that tune in. I want to thank Aion. I'm so sorry for butchering your name. The Jamaican in me
It's
can't help
okay.
it. But can you tell people where to find you and social media and what you have going on and so forth?
All right. You can find me on Instagram. My handle is Aion Navar. Aion AION underscore Navar NAVOR. That's my spiritual page. I also have another handle of Aion Navar Bay. That is my cooking, my holistic plant-based healer as well. You can find me on YouTube as Captain Planet MFING. I drop spiritual videos. I teach people about semen retention and basically the lifestyle. Yeah, that's my handles. Yeah. Um, yeah. You just find me on Instagram. Yeah, Aion Navar. That's my handle. I appreciate this conversation. This was dope. I'm down to do
Yeah,
another one.
people enjoy this. Not people, every people that the brother and sister that tune in, they enjoy this. So thank you everyone that tune in and thank you so much. So no, we're gonna end it, and stay tuned for much more of these type of topics in the future. Bye, everyone. Bye, Aion.
Bye, love.
Much love and light. Be safe, everyone.
Love and light. Yes, yes.